Barrier repair is a fantastic product by Dermalogica that helps reinforce a compromised barrier lipid layer. Why is this important? It's important because when we do anything to compromise that natural lipid barrier that's found in our outermost epidermis, we can lead to a sensitized skin condition. This can be the result of using soap and water on our skin. It can be the result of cold weather, harsh climatic conditions. It can be the result of pollutants from the environment. Anything that will strip the natural lipids from that outermost layer on our skin can lead to sensitive skin. It also can lead to a dehydrated skin condition because part of that barrier's function is to keep the moisture down in the deeper layers of our skin so it's well hydrated. I'd like to do a little demonstration for you. I'm using just regular facial sponges. You may use these every night when you cleanse your face. And what I've done is I've stacked, about 6 or 7 of them up here. And you can see they're not attached in any way. They're just stacked up on top of one another. And what I'm showing you here, or representing here, if you will, are the layers of our skin. Now, if we had a compromised lipid barrier layer and I were to apply something to the surface of the skin, and what I've mixed up is a little blue water here in this bottle, and I'm going to apply it to just the surface of the skin, and I want you to watch how it penetrates down through the layers. This is simulating chemicals from the environment, let's say, even water or anything that we expose ourselves to in the environment or treatment products. And if we had a compromised barrier lipid layer in our outermost epidermis, this is what potentially that product could do on our skin. So these are representing the layers of our epidermis. Each of these individual sponges is a different layer on the epidermis, and I'm applying this blue colored water dye, and you can see that it's going to permeate through the different layers because this is a compromised barrier lipid layer. At least it's simulating it. And you can see the blue dye is just penetrating down through the layers. So if you went outside, you were exposed to pollutants in the environment, you put a product on your skin. If you had a compromised lipid barrier, if you use soap and water on your skin, you've literally stripped that barrier lipid layer off your skin. Whatever you expose your skin to is now going to penetrate through the different layers. It also means that the water in the underlying layers can readily evaporate out, which is really why we see so much dehydrated skin, especially in hotter climates. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this little thing around, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel up my uppermost layer, and now I'm going to put Dermalogica's Barrier Repair underneath, and I'm going to squeeze that out and then use my spatula to apply it. And now, I'll put back my skin layers and flip it around. Now I'm going to put my, let's organize that, put my blue dye on and watch what happens. The barrier repair should reinforce the barrier lipid layer of our simulated skin model, and it should prevent the blue water from going down below that top layer. And you can see, in fact, that's exactly what it's doing. It's literally acting as a barrier. It's reinforcing the compromised barrier lipid layer that is so critical for maintaining skin integrity and preventing the sensitized skin condition. Dermalogica Barrier Repair. I don't leave home without this.